We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
It's our time. It's our time.
Big trip.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 31. Check 31.
X3. 218. Chopper. 2.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
60 outlaw.
Rip left, rip left.
Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. This is Miller, complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Complete to Scott Miller. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
We go set. 50, plant.
56.
80 weapon. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
On 1st down, Irvin. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the Bucs' 48-yard line.
Set, hut. Time to end it. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Mike 3.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 8, read.
56.
Show out. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You got 3 down.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Haskins will throw. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here's Irvin. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Redskins.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, hold on. Squeeze. Check three, check three. Shut up.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
18 Gator. Hey, shoot.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Evans. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run with Irvin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
4 down. Mike 4. Stop your whining.
Now Haskins on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
A gain of 15. And the Redskin first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
If you kill it, motion me out.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's second and 8 at the 37.
Now Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Let's put that team on the clock. Out. Kill. Check 52.
Haskins going to throw again. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Redskins 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All day, dog. Mark 50. Bravo. 55. Deep grip.
Now Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tannehill now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Redskins now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tyler Ervin back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go. Where's the mark? Watch one. Watch one. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Tyler Ervin. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 3. Mike 3.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards.
First down, Redskins.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Crunch. 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 Wheel. Check safety. Check safety. Check 4.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
It's 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Haskins. Complete. It's Irvin. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. You must go. Hey, come on. You better be afraid of me.
Mike 4, Mike 4.
Yep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Mike 4.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Levante David, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 12-yard line.
Got it. Hey, Foxtrot.
Give these traps. Let's go.
Go team, get it.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man has got one. It's complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for a Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready up.
Tannehill now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. I got it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Completes it to Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tannehill now to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'm scared. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Mike 3. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Ready? 18, Gator. 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now a carry from Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
90, Wolf. 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready?
On second down, it's Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Kill, kill, kill. Hard, hard. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Fight.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29.
Entering pause screen, resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel.
They're on 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start out with a run from Irvin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, they run. Again, it's Irvin. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3 down.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Irvin on the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose. Do what you do best. Go get the quarterback.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Deshaun Hand in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground with Mack. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run here with Mack. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 20. Entering player upgrades screen, you have 3 options. Sean Russell is selected. Ratings. Upgrade. Power. Ratings. Ratings. Entering franchise hub screen things. View message. Frustrated receiver is selected. Entering franchise hub screen things. View message. X Factor LB is selected. Entering franchise hub screen things. Advance week. Team mem league. Things to do, you have 7 options. Advance week is selected.